to make it. Apple crumble. You know what I mean? I've always liked it.
Yes. Well, it's a delicacy, isn't it? Stewed apples, baked apples, even your apple pie, which is more a Sunday dish. They aren't up to it. Your crumble makes it.
Brown sugar.
In the north, you know, apple pie is frequently eaten with cheese, a sharp cheese, where you and I might have cream. Very strange people they are there, in the culinary way. Food you'd never eat. Pig's trotters, tripe, blood puddings, everything to do with the pig. Cow's eels. I did a spell in Halifax jail when I was a younger man. I've been all over in the prison service. I didn't care for it there. I was never drawn to it.
Sheep.
What?
You get that from sheep, tripe. There's no connection with pigs. It's the stomach of a sheep.
No, no, boy. That's haggis. You're thinking of haggis. You get tripe from the shop, the tripe shop. Sheets of it already cooked. Gelatinous in texture. Have you finished, Gary?
Yeah. Very good. Great.
Yes, they do a good crumble here. Not always apple, mind. They could do your rhubarb. But there's not the same call for it.
I'll hear tomorrow then.
Bound to. By midday.
The governor comes himself whichever way it goes.
Whichever way.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Well, they're bound to reprieve me. I mean, they can't hang me. I'm only 19.
Of course they can't.
It was technical. I mean, the defence, like what he said. Being they found you guilty, on the evidence which they had to, that being the case, it's a technical sentence of death. Well, they have to say it, but they don't actually hang you.
Exactly. Midday tomorrow, 12 o'clock sharp, he'll be here. The governor himself. In a suit. He wears a suit.
Leave it a bit late, don't they?
Traditional, that is. Last minute.
Don't want it lost in the post, do you? Not your reprieve. Could be serious.
It would be very grave, but I've never known it. Ready for kip, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm sleepy. Funny, really.
Want anything to help you rest? Pills?
No.
I could ask the infirmary.
No. I'm all right. I'll sleep all right.
You stretch out for a bit, then. Roll on midnight. Coltsfoot Rock. There's another thing you get in the north. Beige in colour. Children used to suck it. All right for the purposes of nature, Gary, are you?
He's out.
Ring the bell, then. Coltsfoot Rock. I don't imagine they use the actual foot of the animal for it, mind.
Bloody performance. Why didn't they put an overdose in a crumble and have done with it?
No, no, no. It has to be carried out by a duly constituted medical officer. What happens if that crumble gets misrouted? You'd have half the prison laid out stiff as planks.
And what happens if this gets misrouted?
Good night's sleep never did anyone any harm. You can't have cyanide slopping about the kitchen. Anyway, you'd notice a taste.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Stand by to witness execution. Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Why do you rub his arm with alcohol, sir, before you...
Sterilize it. Prevents infection.
But he's dead.
Ah. Very acute. Nevertheless, it's the usual procedure. My people will be around later for the body. Make sure there's no unnecessary noise. You'll sign the papers tomorrow. Good night.
Right, sir.
Good night, Gary.
Questions.
Well, it's a waste of time, no silly business.
I remember the old days, before they abolished the death penalty. You can't even remember the days before they brought it back.
Well,
I sat in a cell like this in the old days. Apple crumble and the lot. So it was just crumble then. Nothing in it. We played cards, monopoly, Ludo. We'd talk. He'd be writing letters. Fellows who never strung two words together to write them down. So long as there was some hope, it wasn't so bad. Then one morning, you get the governor, in his suit. The appeal had failed, with no reprieve. After that, it got nasty. Till the end, which was very nasty. Prisoners banging on the bars, shouting. Man himself. Sometimes he'd fight. Mostly you had to carry him. Black bag over his head. Hold him up on the trap. The rope. The drop. I've known a man hang 20 minutes on the rope with someone pulling at his heels.
you still get them banging on the bars and shouting.
Makes no odds now. Difference is, he's already dead.
In fact, the poor devil's been dead since last night.
What?
You didn't know? Haven't they made you privy to all the secrets of your new department?
Well, give him time. He's only been Home Secretary a week.
They seem to have made you privy to them, Frank.
Ah, it's my job. I'm your psychiatric consultant. Your department consulted me.
Always at it.
Why psychiatric? Hanging's not psychiatric.
Embarrassingly physical.
Everything is psychiatric. And anyway, they don't hang him. They do not hang him, and he is already dead, Mrs. Hollis. It's all a gigantic confidence trick.
I'll get you another scotch.
No.
You mean there's people waiting outside the gates, his father and the others?
His father and the three priests, and that woman who's always there, a real nutcase she is.
Don't enjoy it, Frank. I doubt if they do.
Oh, rubbish, of course they enjoy it.
I doubt if his father enjoys it.
If you feel so strongly about it, dear, why don't you go and join
I
them?
don't feel strongly about it. I just dislike hearing you gloat about it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to sound gloating. One wouldn't be able to talk about the whole ghastly business at all if we hadn't taken the barbarism out of it. The ritual goes on, well, that's for the public, but in fact what we do in the last few days...
We?
What the prison authorities do is to build up the condemned man's hopes of a reprieve and then kill him painlessly while he's still hoping. He's drugged, in fact, and then killed. But they have to believe that the execution is 2 days later, or one could never do it without fuss.
Frank hates fuss. The whole job of a psychiatrist is to teach people to live without fuss. I'm a very poor advertisement for him, I'm afraid.
You say the ritual is for the public. Do you mean it acts as a deterrent?
Oh, good Lord, no. Nobody believes hanging is a deterrent to murder. The public likes it. Bread and circuses.
Ah. Tim's rather late, I'm afraid.
It won't spoil.
High reasons of state?
No, he's bringing his mother.
Oh, dear.
Why, oh dear?
Well, I've always thought he was rather attractive. But if he lives with his mother...
Oh, he doesn't live with her, he's just bringing her. She lives in Yorkshire, doesn't often get to London. We've only had one mother-fixated Prime Minister this century, and Tim isn't he.
He's a widower, of course.
Well, don't look sideways at me, Frank. I can say a man's attractive without actually wanting to rip his
Yes,
trousers
she
down.
died 5 years ago. They were what is known as a devoted couple. I mean, really devoted. They were perhaps our closest friends. Tim still is a very close friend. No, I'll go.
I'm really quite looking forward to meeting a Prime Minister.
They're going to hang him in the morning. They shouldn't do that. He's only 19.
Steve, you've told me.
Yeah, well, I'm bound to dwell on it. He's my mate, isn't he? I mean, I could be where he is now. I was older, and if I hadn't been away getting the crisps. 3 years in an approved school, and all I was doing was getting the crisps. I paid for them.
Perhaps they think you're in need of care and protection.
In Borstal. You know, you ask Gary, you ask my mate Gary. He graduated from it. Yeah, well, I'm off tomorrow. you'll have this place to yourself tomorrow. But they shouldn't put me here if I'm in need of care and protection. If they can't find a place in Borstal for me immediate, they should leave me be. I can look after myself. Bloody prison.
It's only the remand wing. I'm not a hardened criminal.
Yeah, that's right. Drugs. I mean, that's like dangerous driving. It's not really crime. Well, I mean, I've done houses in me time. Of course I have. But I paid for them crisps. I shouldn't be here. But he got no right to hang him. He's only 19. They are. Turn the bloody light out. They don't ask. Yeah, well, I'm not accustomed to going to bed at 10:30. Well, I'll tell you straight, it's stupid sending me to Borstal at my age. I'm bound to corrupt someone. All I was doing was getting the crisps. I was carrying them with the boot in the poor old sod.
Thank you.
Is it right that the death penalty is no deterrent? That the murder rate remains the same?
You noticed?
Yes. I wanted to be sure you did.
Well, now you know I do.
Then why reintroduce it?
Why not?
I don't understand you.
The murder rate doesn't go down either. It stays the same. So, although hanging doesn't seem to be a deterrent, abolishing it doesn't encourage people not to commit murder, and as far as one can tell, no form of punishment makes any difference to the murder rate at all.
True.
In fact, logically, one might as well let all murderers go free, if the murder rate is all that you're considering.
That's where logic leads you. Beware of logic.
Oh, no, don't beware of it. It's a good servant, and they're hard to find nowadays. But public opinion, as my mother has suggested, won't stand for murderers not being punished at all. In fact, public opinion has always preferred the death penalty.
I didn't know this government bothered with public opinion.
Every government bothers with it. Government depends on the consent of the governed.
However obtained.
By persuasion, example, or force, yes. I'm sorry, where was I?
Public opinion.
Oh, yes. Well, first, public opinion requires some form of punishment for murderers. And second, any punishment will do, since no one punishment is any better than another. And third, my government is committed to turning prisons into the place where criminals really can be retrained, re-educated, and reformed. In 5 years' time, our penal system will be the envy of the world. We're increasing the probation service, opening halfway hostels, and executing murderers, sane or insane, because that is the logical way of dealing with them.
I've always thought of you as rather a gentle man.
He is. Tim, good Lord.
He certainly is not a brutal man, Mrs. Benedict. That is no part of his nature.
No, I'm a logical man who tries to be compassionate. We don't execute if there's a recommendation to mercy.
Have you considered where logic may lead you?
Frank.
Oh, don't worry, dear. We consultant psychiatrists are privileged people. Timothy won't take offence. I'm licensed, like a fool in a Shakespeare play, and particularly the night before a hanging.
You said yourself he's already dead.
Wasn't that a little indiscreet?
Oh, surely not in this company. I mean, if there are official secrets from your Home Secretary, I should have been warned.
No, of course not. Please continue.
Well, you spoke of logic as a servant. Just wonder how wise you are to trust it.
Well, it may be misused. I shall try not to misuse it.
It may be irrelevant. Most people don't work by logic.
Most people may not. Governments must.
And how will you deal with those who resist it?
And people often resist what is good for them at first. Later on, they see the good and accept it.
Well then, he says, what are you good at, he says. What do you like doing? I was 12. I never seen me dad. I'm good at bugger all, mate, I says. I like doing houses, but I can't be much good at it if I'm always getting caught, can I? He says, ah.
Identity cards we've got already. And you're right. Most people don't mind them, because what harm are they? And it's useful to be able to prove your identity and and your blood group in case of an accident, and a great deal more medical information, all of it incidentally stored away in computers. So, when the government decides that those who are genetically dangerous should be sterilised, the computers will already have the information.
That's appalling. Tim, it's wrong.
No, it should be done. It will be done.
It's logical.
Yes.
But every logical act will produce its own total of frustrated people, more and more of them. And with no outlet for their frustration in an election, of course, because democracy isn't logical either.
No, it isn't. I think we both agree that democracies can be capable of more stupid, idiotic...
Oh, I agree. But then in a democracy, we can always change our bad masters for worse ones. And my wife, when she's frustrated, which she frequently is, I don't mean sexually, of course, she breaks plates. And perhaps you should have a pile of plates on every street corner.
Perhaps we shall.
No, there is no evidence that a resistance movement has destroyed an organized government on its own. In China, there was the Japanese invasion to cope with. In Spain, Franco brought over an army from North Africa.
So what does a resistance to your logical government do? Sir Timothy, what would you do yourself?
Yes. Smash plates.
How?
Oh, bombs in public places. Kidnappings, murders.
What good would that do?
You'd feel better.
Huh?
Two objects. First, prove the government isn't all-powerful.
Pointless. They offer no alternative if violence is all they offer.
Second, once that sort of thing begins to happen, bombings, assassinations, secret violence, the police may be humane to begin with, but they don't stay humane. The government overreacts. Ordinary legal safeguards get thrown overboard. Innocent people get caught up.
Yeah, go on.
If a resistance movement could brutalize this government and destroy every principle that you and I believe in, then it might cause a change in public opinion.
The interesting thing, of course, is that logically, a resistance movement shouldn't try and kill off the illiberal or repressive members of your government. Not that there are any, of course. No. They should go for the best. For the good men, the decent, the kind. My poor Geoffrey, you'd be the first to go.
I come for him now. He's like me, Gary. He's my mate. He don't get up in the mornings, lie in bed all day and dress up at night to go out. You know what I mean? Doors closing. They'll be taking him down the corridor. You don't know what it means. You don't know what it means. Listen.
What?
Listen. I can hear him in the main wing, shouting. They know. Murderers! Bloody murderers! Let him go! Let him go! Bloody let him go!
Excuse me, Mr. Wilson, would you care to tell us?
You are someone else. I've got nothing to say.
Well, you could ring. Telephone. You could ring. Would give a point to the evening. Don't talk to yourself, Claire Weston. Only lonely people talk to themselves. Now that you've gone back to work, your life is fuller, brighter, lighter than it was. You are uplifted and renewed by human contacts. To wit, the PCAG himself, the DPCAG, the DADPCAG and Penelope Butcher. Not to mention the computer, which is a bloody sight more friendly than any of them. Anyway, they won't find him guilty. He said so himself. He's only on remand awaiting trial. Good God, I'm talking about Chris as if he were Tom. He's not Tom. Tom's dead. Now that I'm in my new flat, I'm a free woman. I must remember. Unattached and free. Tom is dead. Chris is not Tom. Chris, Tom. And I will never again put all my emotional eggs in one basket. So there. Don't bother to ring. I shall boil an egg. I shall read a book. I'm a free woman. Two 460-948. Speaking. Who? Quarmby. I'm sorry, I don't know anybody called Quarmby.
They've asked me to take a look at you because you're clearly not a criminal and they don't want to lock you up.
They have to.
No, they don't have to. Turning up your identity card causes you more trouble than anyone else. And as for smashing windows at the police station, they can deduct the cost of repairs from your wage packet.
But I haven't got a job.
Meter reader.
No, I'll pack that in.
But surely smashing windows isn't a full-time occupation. You could do it in the evenings.
They sent me here for you to mock me.
If you're determined not to cooperate, why did you come?
You're a doctor, aren't you? I mean, you're not a policeman or a bloody magistrate.
I'm a psychiatrist, a mental doctor.
Thanks, you know what the word means. I'm not mad either. You're to threaten me, is that it?
No, I have to decide if you're altogether sane.
They had no right to hang him. 19's underage.
Not underage to kill, clearly.
Well, not responsible.
He was tried by jury, found guilty, condemned.
Unjustly.
Would you undo the murder if you could?
There was no murder. There was a fight and a man died.
The man was 63. Your son had 2 mates with him and another in the cafe getting crisps. Was that a fight? There was no fight.
He called them names, struck at them with his umbrella. That was proved.
And they killed him. You can no more undo that than the prison can undo the hanging. They're both in the past. Will you go back to work, Mr. Wilson?
No.
What'll you do?
Something. I don't know what. Break something.
I see.
Well, she's the wife of the man I asked you about. A widow, I should say, since we know he's dead.
Well, are you
having it off?
Serious about her?
No, I like her. I'd like to help her. You know my passion for lost causes.
Why lost?
She was lost when I met her. Lonely, confused. I'm trying to bring her back to life, I suppose.
And then drop her?
Possibly. I do move on. You make it sound very cold-hearted.
Oh, we're both cold-hearted in some ways, you and I. It's a family characteristic. What have you done to your hands?
They hit them against a door. Something's got into you. What is it?
It's a doubt. A seed of a doubt. A woman I met the other night. Benedict's wife. Do you remember Benedict? He's our...
Tame psychiatrist.
Well, he's hardly tame. Seemed a good sort of woman. Direct. Clearly disliked him.
And the doubt?
She said, I've always thought of you as a rather gentle man.
You've been following me?
Yes. My name is Quarmby. What exactly is it you want me to do?
Well, if I knew that, I'd probably be able to find someone else to do it. I never set out to be a Prime Minister, you know, Chris. I've always been a businessman. But when the new party was formed, they needed someone, they said, not a politician, someone nationally known with a reputation for efficiency and integrity and and good works.
They?
The General. It was his creation, you know. Had the whole organisation ready, all the research and planning done, money available. All that was needed was a list of candidates to sweep the board at a properly staged managed general election, and then we'd have a government in that could really put the great back into Britain. Well, the plan worked, and most people want the kind of government that we're giving them.
I don't think they want the G's very much, Father.
Well, they're being disbanded.
I'm glad to hear it. Their methods have not been choosy.
No, indeed. Chris, did you know that we have a rehabilitation centre in Britain? Not a prison, you know, it's for political offences.
Concentration camp?
We call it a rehabilitation centre.
And whom do you rehabilitate there?
Now, don't make fun of me, Chris. Hard enough for me to accept the necessity of such a... Oh, bastard. Sorry, I didn't mean to snap at you, but if you knew how what... You see, there are practicalities. Once you've locked people up for political offences, it's not so easy to release them. They're changed by their experience.
This is Britain. You're my father. Are you trying to tell me that somewhere or other you've set up a place with high walls, barbed wire, searchlights on towers, savage dogs, machine guns, even gas?
Now, most of the paraphernalia that you describe you would have found in the 70s in any maximum security prison. Now, the rehabilitation centre's not like that at all. There are high walls, certainly, but there's no barbed wire, no searchlights, and very few of the guards are armed.
Then why doesn't everyone escape?
They're happy to stay. We keep them happy, permanently happy, disinclined to aggression. There's a controlled amount of cannabis in the food.
Hash stew?
Yes. And rissoles, shepherd's pie, sauces, puddings, any made dish. There's one dish the cooks call hash. It's very popular.
I'm sorry, Dad. I don't like what I hear. You said there was something you wanted me to do, and you haven't yet told me what it is.
Stop breaking windows for a start.
All right.
Take a job.
But I've just packed it in.
Labouring.
I can't do labouring. I've never done labouring.
Goodbye.
No, all right, wait.
They killed your boy. All the way along the corridor. They had to carry him along. He was crying. He was saying, please, please, I want me dad.
You can't know that.
I do know that. Now, you said that you want to break something. You want to treat them ugly. But you don't know how. But when it comes to the point, you don't do labouring.
Have a cup of tea. Yeah, you have another cup of tea, eh? I'll do what you want.
They're building a new prison in Warwickshire. It's nearly finished now. Haunton. There's a quarry close by. It's more convenient for the stone, I imagine. You'll get a job there, labouring. And when you've settled down to it, we'll find you something to break.
A spy?
No, not a spy. I don't want the sort of information that would put someone else at risk. I don't want names, places, dates. No, if I wanted that sort of thing, I'd hire a professional.
Well,
I want to understand, Chris. I don't mean ordinary political resistance. There's very little of that, and it's easy to control. But Benedict said the other night that there were frustrations building up. Now, logically, that shouldn't happen unless the system isn't working properly. If I can find the causes of these frustrations, I may be able to do something to put things right.
So help me, if you explain my own behaviour to me one more time, I'll leave
I
you.
don't have to explain it, dear. We both know the real reason. Please don't throw that. It's Seb.
I know it's Seb!
And very nearly irreplaceable. And as for leaving me, you must do as you think fit.
Oh, God.
I've never prevented you from doing anything you really wanted to do.
No. That's the bloody trouble, isn't it?
Well?
Well, I can try.
Now remember, this is not a dangerous assignment. I don't want you to get involved. And the last thing I want is for you to catch somebody.
It's the last thing I would do. Because you remember something too, Father. I'm more likely to be on their side than yours.
I noticed that you'd simply stopped coming to see me. I wondered why.
My migraine stopped.
Yes? Your husband died, I'm sorry.
How did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know that, but it was quite clear. I thought we'd established it, that your migraines were directly linked to fears of your husband's death. It's a very bad attack the first time he put on his new uniform, the promotion attack.
I might have got over the fear.
It's unlikely. Not without finding out why you had it. You were very much in love.
Yes.
And that's often a reason for fear. Like a little girl, afraid that someone else will steal her sweeties. And particularly since your husband was older, must have had other affairs and might get tired of you.
That's hardly a reason why anybody should kill him.
Or anybody but yourself. You see, a children's fears that a parent or a loved person will die usually conceal a wish to kill them. He was killed, and not by you, of course.
Not by me.
In the course of duty?
Yes.
And the migraine attack stopped, and you're back at work. Any other odd symptoms of any sort?
I'm lonely, if that's odd. I talk to myself sometimes.
Yes, one does.
Apart from that, I have no interesting neuroses.
I'm with a patient, Miss Perry.
I'm sorry, Dr. Benedict. Mr. Quarmby's on the line. He said it was urgent.
Oh, very well. So sorry. Benedict speaking. Yes, I'm with a patient, I'm afraid. No, I don't think so. I think you should give him what help you can and then leave him alone for a while. Yes, I'm sure there'll be lots of other people for you to help. Yes, goodbye, Mr. Quarmby. Urgent. Funny fella. Private patient. I keep telling him he doesn't need a psychiatrist. Well, nobody does, really, but he pays my quite extortionate fees, so I continue to see him.
He has a strange name, Quarmby.
Oh, I don't think so. Must be lots in the London telephone directory. Shall we look?
Do you know him well?
Why do you ask?
Someone called Quarmby phoned me the other night. I don't have very many phone calls.
And?
I didn't quite understand what he wanted.
I was released 2 days ago. The charges against me were dropped. There was a formal verdict of not guilty.
Wasn't in the papers.
There's a lot doesn't get in the papers these days. You, had because I didn't phone earlier.
Not really.
So you're back at work then?
I said so when I wrote.
Yes, you did. Claire, I'm very selfish in some ways.
You've not shown it.
You mean not till now?
I've no claim on you.
When I was at Cambridge, I lived with a girl for a couple of years. My last year and the year after. She was in love with me, I know that, because she told me. When it broke up, it was very painful for both of us, but for her, more than for me.
You don't think I'm in love with you?
You could be.
There's a van just past. The Ferret Cleaning Company.
Well, who wants dirty ferrets? Come on. Let's go to bed.
I think you ought to do it.
Oh, no, certainly not. I want you built up as Home Secretary. No, I shall stay in the background, applauding, like a kind uncle. I must make sure the television cameras catch me at it. I must practice my avuncular smile. I was so nervous about it. You must have opened things before.
Never.
Yes, you have. You opened that Fate.
Oh, where was that?
The Cotswolds. Classy area for fates.
Yes, of course, it was when I was still at All Souls. We had that cottage done stew. It was a church fete. They couldn't get anyone else.
What? Distinguished author, celebrated academic. They're jolly lucky to have you.
He made a very witty speech. 14 jokes.
Not one of them got a laugh.
Then you shall make another speech, and I shall laugh. Now, what about security?
Oh, I suppose CID, plainclothes armed. Do we need a bodyguard each, or will one do for both of us?
Each.
Only opening a prison, Paula.
Well, I think it's better one each. Well, you know what CID are. They're so cautious, and quite right, too. If they had their way, we'd be entirely surrounded by armed rugger players. And the audience?
Restricted to people with invitations, press and TV, and the men who actually worked on the project. I must say we never had any of these precautions when I opened that fete.
Isn't it strange? I think I'm being followed.
Not by the Ferret Cleaning Company, I hope.
I don't know who by. Whom by. Sounds silly, doesn't it? Whom by.
Nobody says whom anymore. It's quite gone out. Except perhaps my father. You don't think it's anything to do with...
Whom?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Tell.
Oh, it's silly, really. This is hardly the time to talk about your past,
My past?
your husband, I mean.
Tom? He's dead. You could say we've just killed him. He was dead already, so it had to be done sometime. You think it could be what? Guardian? Plainclothes guardian?
I suppose there are such things, though clearly most of them are rather fond of the uniform. Or it could be someone from the Communist Party.
It could be someone called Quarmby.
Who?
Oh, I don't know. Just a silly phone call. Then when I was with Dr. Benedict,
Your life has been full.
Quarmby phoned him, and after that I noticed I was being followed. Rather as if you wanted me to notice.
Benedict's the psychiatrist. What were you...
Yes, he is.
And Quarmby's one of his patients.
I gathered so.
Simple. Quarmby's a man who follows beautiful women. It's his kink. And Benedict is treating him for it. If it is a kink. Are you really worried?
I don't know.
What was the phone call?
Nothing, you know, nothing kinky.
Would you like to move in with me for it?
For a bit. No thanks, love. I'd rather be free. For a bit.
What were you doing with the psychiatrist?
I used to have these headaches.
She's not bothered about her husband. Got over him. Sleeping with someone else.
Oh.
That upset you?
No, of course not. Surprised, that's all.
Why? She's young. It's natural.
She gave no hint of it to me.
Maybe she didn't think it was any of your business.
I'm a psychiatrist. Of course it's my business, a patient's sexual involvement.
Maybe she thinks she doesn't need a head shrinker.
It's extremely vexing.
Well, I'm not a head shrinker. It sounds to me as though you're hot for her.
That is a ridiculous idea.
Oh, I don't know. I fancy myself. I wasn't a married man.
I'm annoyed. Quite naturally annoyed, because normally my patients do tell me if there's been a change in their emotional relationships. They want me to know. Oh, all right, that's just vanity on my part. We'll dismiss it. In any case, the girl hasn't been coming to me for long enough. I'm also annoyed because clearly you're right. If she's found a new attachment, she's no longer likely to be of immediate... Look, please, will you put my wife's photograph back on the desk? Thank you. And the pity of it is she could be useful since she has access to the data bank. I don't think you should give up on her. Do you want to try Miss Quarmby?
She is not to be approached by anybody at all, unless we can be quite certain that she'll respond.
I suppose I'd better go on seeing her.
If you can convince her that she still needs a psychiatrist, now that she's being regularly laid, might give you both pleasure.
I think you should know that I have never slept with a patient. I'm in other respects a normal, healthy male with all the usual appetites, and not, as you observe, particularly faithful to my wife, but I find my pleasure outside my practice.
Most of your women patients do want to go to bed with you, though, don't they?
It's a common phenomenon. It's known as transference.
So that when you find one who doesn't, it's bound to whet your appetite. You just be careful that you don't get carried away beyond the bounds of prudence.
And your other prospect?
People didn't want it. Not at first, not at present. They took against it. Well, we all did. We never had anything like it, you see. And they'll be quite free, you know, Mr. Wilson. It said so in the paper. Free to come and go. Let out to go to work, back inside in the evenings. Just like you and me. Well, what happens if we get unemployment again? You answer me that. 10 years ago, there was a queue right down the street from Banbury Labour Exchange. My Ralph was driving past and saw it. I read your cocoa. Now I'll cut you a nice cheese sandwich.
Cool.
Oh, I'm used to looking after gentlemen since my Ralph died. I can't be idle. It's not my nature. You like it thick.
Yeah, thanks.
Anyway, a man like yourself, a Londoner, stands to reason. You can't look after yourself. Anyone can see you're used to the family life.
I haven't got a family. I told you.
Oh, that's right. Your poor wife died and you don't like to talk about it. I never mentioned my Ralph now. And yet, wherever you look, he's all over the house. And no children to take you away.
I had a son. He was killed.
Would you like to wash up before you leave? I'm afraid there's our dinner things as well.
I wouldn't like to, but I will.
Oh, well, it doesn't really matter.
I'd adore to. I long to. I'm passionate about washing up. I prefer it to sex.
And don't break anything. And don't let your egg get cold.
What a bossy woman you are in the early morning.
You should meet my mother. I don't mean...
That's all right. I know you don't.
It's a bore being a woman. You're always having to prove you're not...
What?
Oh, you know. She's the sort of woman you go to bed with on Wednesday, and by Friday her father's asking you what you earn.
That'll do.
Are you still here, Mr. Wilson? Have you gone? I thought I'd just make sure you were looking your best for the occasion. Well, you do look nice. That is a lovely rose. Why, whatever have you done to your hand?
Oh, it's all right. I scratched it.
Just like a man, let me see.
No, there's no need for you to bother, Mrs. I'll put a plaster on
Oh,
it.
it's no trouble. I've been looking after cuts and scratches all my... Oh, that's nasty cut. That's nasty. However did you do that? That needs a plaster, that does.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'll get one.
Oh, what a thing to happen on you in your suit. You never did that on my roses.
Well, I was cutting it and the knife slipped.
Knife? My dear man, you don't take a knife to a rose bush. Anyone can see you're not a country man. You should let me do it for you. Now, don't you wave that hand about. Now, I'm going to just see if I can find a plaster. I made all the buttonholes when the boys were married, and I made the bouquets.
It's all fairly simple. The architect and the chairman of the construction company meet us outside the gate. I don't have to make a speech. Not there, and that comes afterwards at the lunch. They're going to keep the actual ceremony fairly short in case it rains. So, I just declare the place open, move forward into a photoelectric beam. It's all magic, isn't it? And the gates swing open, we all march through. People who actually built the place are drawn up inside in the courtyard. And I simply walk along. Smile, handshake, how's your father? We move on. Doesn't look like rain.
I didn't know you rated a bodyguard.
I don't. There wasn't room for him in the other car. It's a terrible waste of time, this kind of thing, for a man as busy as I am.
Makes a change for me, though.
Anyway, so many of my own ideas have gone into this place, I couldn't not attend.
As soon as you're ready, Holmes, I can.
There's a skylark somewhere.
Right.
Thank you so much. Prime Minister, my Lord Bishop, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure to have been asked to open the Hornton Reintegrative Community Prison, the first of its kind anywhere in the world. It will be in the very best sense of the expression an open prison, and I now declare the prison open.
He's giving him a rose. Isn't that touching?
Yes, it is. Imagine he wants to be sure of getting his face on television.
Don't shoot, you fool!
Why?
Don't slug it right now. I told you not to shoot.
I didn't shoot, sir. Here's my gun.
You said he'd be the first to go.
Well, how could I know?
He was my good friend and colleague. I chose him.